between a bedbug and an alien knight's head armor. This small, hairy creature resides on the seafloor of Antarctica where the temperatures are incredibly low. In order to maintain its body heat, this creepy crustacean is often found huddled around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor that cause the surrounding area to be significantly warmer than the rest of the waters. Another cool fact about this warm crab is that it doesn't actually go anywhere to get its dinner comes to it. In true 2024 instant food delivery fashion, bacteria cover the shell of the Hof crab, and then the Hof crab uses its comb-like mouth parts to scrape off said bacteria and enjoy a tasty crab treat. Tasty to the crab, that is. To me, it sounds like a nightmare, but hey, to each their own. The springtail is an incredibly small insect found in Antarctica, capable of surviving the harsh icy climate through the use of glycerol, which acts like a natural antifreeze which allows the creature to reduce its freezing point and keeps it from freezing to death. Although on super cold days, this adaptation just isn't enough to keep this little guy that looks like it should be working on the Death Star from meeting the same fate as, well, the Death Star. Springtails have internal mouth organs, and their diet consists of mainly fungus and bacteria, which makes sense. It's pretty slim pickings in the Great White South for hexapods, which springtails are. One last fun fact about these guys before we move on: they are often referred to as the elephants of Antarctica because they are literally the largest exclusively land animal there, despite the fact that they generally grow to be less than a single millimeter long. I really can't tell if this next one, the sea pig, is cute or just downright creepy. Antarctic sea pigs, which belong to the sea cucumber family, generally grow to be around 10 to 15 centimeters, which is 4 to 6 inches long. Yeah, definitely creepy. To make matters worse, they are generally found in large groups, but to make matters a little bit better, you'll probably never see one because 1, they live in Antarctica, and 2, they live in the deepest parts of Antarctica's oceans. They're also incredibly important to the ecosystem. These creepy creatures eat scum, mud, and decaying plant matter off of the ocean floor, which they then essentially recycle into organic material that is actually incredibly beneficial to our oceans. And one more thing, these creatures are highly toxic, but like I said, you'll probably never meet one, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Comb jellies, scientifically known as centaphores, kind of look like a glowing orb, and an alien had a baby, and that baby then grew lightning for arms. They're soft, transparent animals that use their center bodies to paddle through the frigid waters of Antarctica. As you can tell, the majority of animals found in Antarctica don't really live on land. The comb jelly's body is filled with bioluminescence, which are what produce the colorful lights emitted by the creature when it moves. While these animals do appear to have tentacles, they won't actually sting you, which is good because they do tend to hang out at the surface of the ocean, where the waters are warmer and more acidic. Instead of using stinging power to stun its prey, the comb jelly actually uses sticky secretions to capture their dinner, and they're also incredibly invasive and have been known to wreak havoc on Antarctica's aquatic ecosystems. While you won't find yourself any kind of big old lobster dinner in the waters surrounding Antarctica, crustaceans do still occur in the region, but they look a lot more like aliens than a 5-star meal. Especially the sandhopper, which grows to be between just 8.2 and 16.5 millimeters. That's 0.32 to 0.65 inches. What I'm saying is they're really small, so small that you just might miss them. But don't worry, they're there. Or maybe do worry. I mean, they aren't dangerous or anything, but they are definitely unsettling to look at. The Antarctic strawberry feather star appears like something from the vast expansion of space, from the way it looks to the way it moves. Of course, this creature is not made of actual feathers, nor is it a star, but it is incredibly resilient, which it would have to be to live in the cold, icy waters of Antarctica. Its appearance is a bit misleading though, as it's not actually as dense and feathery as it looks. It's really quite spindly and delicate. It eats by using its 20 arms to filter food from the water, and it moves using those same appendages to gracefully propel itself along the seafloor with a pretty good amount of precision.
If you're a crab lover like me, then you know about king crab and just how delicious they are. You may not know, however, that they are incredibly voracious predators and some of the most invasive animals on Earth. You may also be thinking, well, there's no such thing as the Antarctic king crab. Chilean, Alaskan, Nordic, and more, sure, but not Antarctic. And true, the Antarctic king crab doesn't exist yet, but they are farmed in very large quantities just north in Chile, and with the combination of their cold resistance, global warming, and their potential adaptation, scientists warn Antarctica may be invaded by king crab by 2050. There are no crabs in Antarctica, and this introduction could be utterly utterly devastating.
There's not much else we know about these mysterious creatures, but that is okay because sometimes the mystery is just part of the fun. Take a look at this massive, lanky underwater insect. It's known as a giant sea spider, and while it's not actually a spider, it is in fact part of the insect family. The giant sea spider is, as the name implies, the largest sea spider found anywhere in the world, with some showing off a leg span of up to 10 inches. These animals belong to a rare group that have no need for a respiratory system, breathing instead through their digestive system. Absolutely mental. The animal typically feeds off anemones, sea worms, jellyfish, sponges, and soft corals, making it carnivorous. And the way it feeds is no less unsettling than its long, spindly body. The giant sea spider eats through a small tube-like mouth, which it inserts into its soft-bodied prey, which allows the sea spider to literally suck the guts out of their lunch. The guts which are then stored in the long, spindly legs of the sea spider, which is commonly found in shallow waters surrounding Antarctica. However, they have also been spotted at depths of 7,000 meters, that's 23,000 feet, making them highly adaptable to changes in pressure and environment. Another relative giant, the giant Antarctic scale worm, which measures in at 20 centimeters, 7.8 inches long, and 10 centimeters, 4 inches wide. Now, that might not seem gigantic to you, but remember, it's a worm. In the scheme of things, it's pretty big. And it's also incredibly uncomfortable to look at head on, but the underbelly is quite cool, as it appears as though it is lined with shiny gold feathers that run along its edges. But the feathers aren't actually feathers at all, they're appendages, which allow the creature to move along rock formations and the sea floor. The back of the worm is covered in scales that act as fully functioning body armor to protect against predators. As for that head, well, to be honest, it's not really a head at all, it's just a fully retractable throat. While there is so much we don't know about this recently discovered creature, the two sharp fangs on both its top and bottom jaw suggest it has a carnivorous diet, and it exhibits hunting rather than scavenging behaviors. The animal is known to enjoy depths of up to 1,640 feet, and they are also super good for the underwater ecosystem, assisting in the building of reef systems by recycling ocean waste through a process called worm composting, where they turn food scraps into other organic material that acts like soil. Ancient bacteria, like nothing we have ever seen on Earth before, was recently discovered on the underside of some ice in Antarctica. Bacteria so strange, scientists actually wonder if it might possibly have come from another planet. Perhaps a passenger on an ancient asteroid that arrived on Earth millions of years ago. Why do they think that? Well, because, as a general rule of thumb, bacteria have a minimum requirement of 6 things that they need in order to survive: food, acidity, time, generally warm temperature, oxygen, and moisture. This bacteria just needs air, making it an absolute scientific anomaly and a massive discovery that moves us forward in our understanding of the way in which extraterrestrial organisms might be able to survive on other planets. What do you guys think? Antarctic sponges are another incredible discovery, as they are known to be some of the longest living animals on the planet, with lifespans exceeding 1,500 years. They somehow thrive in the frigid, nutrient-poor waters. These sponges grow extremely slow, adding only a few millimeters to their size each year. This slow growth, combined with a stable environment, contributes to their incredibly long lifespan. The Antarctic Ice Fish also boasts a unique adaptation to survive in the icy waters: natural anti-freeze proteins. Yeah, you heard me. These proteins developed by the creature act just like anti-freeze to prevent the fish's bodily fluids from freezing, an incredible adaptation that has left scientists in complete awe. It's truly amazing what nature can do. While whales are by no means recently discovered creatures, the recent increase in whale strandings around the beaches of Antarctica are incredibly perplexing and confusing. It is unclear why this happens, but of course, There are some theories, which include navigational error, escaping predators, and even responding to geomagnetic anomalies. Which one is it? I have no clue, but neither do scientists, so I guess that's alright. What's the weirdest animal you've ever seen? Let me know down below, and also let me know what you'd like to see me cover next.
Want to see more videos like this one? Check out this video next. It's all about mermaids that were captured on camera. Pretty intriguing, right? So what do you think? Is the footage real or fake? Click the video now to find out more and let us know what you decide. What are you waiting for? Click the video now.